ladies can dance. Everybody got beat. Dance to the 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 Everybody got beat. Everybody's out feet and dance on the house. You dig?
All right, real quick, welcome. It is a very small crowd, but that's okay because we're going to give you the same show we were going to give the whole crowd. All right, so a couple of things. Several of you have been here before, and you come every other week and things like that. There's people here probably that have never been here before, so a couple of housekeeping things. If you need to go to the restroom, you'll just step out this door and into the next door. So we share the restroom with the other side of the building. It's on theirs. Just go inside there, go to the restroom. Kids, don't let your kids go past the restroom area because behind there is the e-kids and all kinds of fun-looking stuff. But we will get kicked out of the building if you go have fun. So please don't go back there. We've had past where it gets damaged or destroyed doing one of our shows. So stay right where you're at. Number 2, tonight is a special night. And it is actually not going to be about EPW really at all. We are here for child abuse awareness and prevention. So it's going to be a fun show. It's a little different than our TV tapings, just a little. But we also have not only us, but our EPW kids. And there'll be some kids wrestling. There'll be some adults and kids wrestling. And so we're featuring both of our brands. So be fun. Make sure that, especially for the kids, you're loud, and there's not many of you, so you got to be extra loud because we like loud. We'll get started. But also, this is not a TV taping because it's not going to our TV show, but we are, in a few minutes when we get started, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. So we need y'all's excitement and your noise, so it sounds like there's 600 people in here, right? Now, people will see that when they see the empty chairs, but anyways, it's still going to be fun. And so we've got some things we'll be talking about on commentary, which y'all won't hear. The Advocacy Center is going to have a segment in the middle that they're going to be able to talk, so there's going to be all kinds of fun stuff. The last thing before we really start getting started, because I'm kind of delaying, hoping like this rush of people just show up at 7 and they're still not coming. But the other thing is we obviously have lights. We're going to fill this place up with smoke here in a minute. It will go away pretty quick, but it's kind of how we start things off. Strobes, so just know if you have epilepsy or something that causes issues with flashing lights and strobes, that does take place. So we do have some normal fans that do that, and it typically is better for them to sit here where they're not seeing all of that. It's totally up to you, but it's something that we typically will give as a disclaimer in our tickets, but this was a different event. With that being said, I think we're just going to fire it up and get started here in a few minutes. What do y'all think? Hey, I will be completely honest, that was better than I was expecting. But I do believe we're going to test it. I do believe we can do just a little better than that. So are y'all ready? Do y'all hear that? Keep that same energy when we're out here. Trust me, y'all will have fun. We will make sure you have fun. And tonight, we're going to raise some money for the kids.
Welcome, everyone, to a very special edition of Saturday Night Battleground. We're starting off. This is for the Child Advocacy Center here in Rockwall. This is EPW presenting Go Blue. We're starting with the Guardian. Several of the wrestlers here. You see JT Turner, Adam Asher, the Apocalypse, representing EPW Kids. We've got the Gentleman's Champion, Alpha, Razor, and someone who just graduated EPW Kids, David the Goliath. What a roster we have. I'm Bobby Graham. I'm joined by the Hillbilly Outlaw, HBO. HBO, welcome to the show.
Yo, yo, yo. You know me, it's HBO, and I'm glad to be here with the best commentator in EPW, Bobby Graham, because he knows things.
Well, wait a minute. There he is. You see the gentleman's champion, Alpha, making his way out. What an incredible match he had against Joe Dream to win that coveted gentleman's championship.
Man, it was a last chance trash match. He put him in the trash and shut the can.
EPW, are you ready? It sounds like they're ready. Let me just tell you real quick, tonight is a special night. It is not EPW. It is not EPW Kids. Tonight is all about the Rockwall, or the Children Advocacy Center of Rockwall County. Tonight is about preventing. Tonight is about learning. Tonight is about child abuse and how we can get rid of it. So that's why we're here tonight. For those that you don't know, I am the Guardian. And the interesting thing about it is, when I came up with the name Guardian, it was for one specific reason. Because when I started wrestling, I truly viewed myself from my prior law enforcement career that I want to be the one that can guard and protect people from being hurt. And maybe for a while I was the one doing the hurting, my bad, but that is the whole point of why I wanted to be the Guardian. Now, with that being said, I spent a lot of time in schools and law enforcement career, and I got to experience some of the worst of the worst. And I always told myself there's got to be something else I can do to get to these kids before they get to the point that they're ready to give up. And we don't know what that is, you know, when we're going through all this, but now I know what it is, and it's what we're doing right here every single week and every single day at EPW, but more importantly is why we're here tonight. It is we can protect these kids. We can get in front of it, but it takes every single one of us to be able to do that. With that being said, I want to introduce somebody to you tonight. I want to introduce a protege of mine that when he was, I think, 12, he started coming up here. He started wrestling. And now David Goliath, come on up here with me. David Goliath is now, he is now in the adult EPW, and he's done amazing stuff, and I'm really proud of him. But the thing about it is, David has yet to be able to prove himself. And what I want you to know, David, is no matter what, I will promise you one thing. There is coming a time where you're going to have to be ready to prove yourself. And I will also let you know, when that time comes, I have full faith that you're going to rise to the occasion and be just fine. And you're going to know it's time. But until then, we're going to have you on our team, and we're going to be taking care of you. But your time's coming, David. Everybody give David a round of applause. So with that being said, I want everybody to know, not only just in this room, but you out there on YouTube being streamed live, there's still time. You can make a donation. You can go to our website, make a donation to this event. It will automatically get sent to this event. You can make a donation. If you're at home and you're bored, get up here. Come now. Because every single penny we raise is going to be directly sent to the Advocacy Center.
HBO, there's a man that you're familiar with, the EPW heavyweight champion, Brixton Shaw, interrupting the Guardian, and he is not coming alone.
Absolutely not. He's bringing a couple of his friends. This is my old friend, Retro Dewey Declan, my old partner, Ryan Hart, along with some kids, Nova, Joe the Dream, and Mr. Graham.
Graham Wesson representing Bad Company.
Now, I know you're not making money decisions without me, are you? See.
So what I said before you interrupted is every dime and penny that we make tonight will be directly donated straight to the Rockwall County Advocacy Center tonight. Just in case, since you so rudely interrupted.
So, no. What you think that's where the money's going to get donated to. What's really going to happen is me and my band of misfits can either step in the ring and beat you down and take the money, or, since I'm being generous, we can actually compete in a series of matches. Team Brixton versus Team Guardian.
I like the sound of that.
Let's just get this show started and over with. Y'all want something right now?
You know what? We can go right here, right now, if you want to.
Well, I'm just curious. What you gave me an option, but I didn't hear the other part. Because really, there's no options. But I'm willing to hear you out. What's your other option?
You know what? We'll just compete later tonight. We don't want to give you a show. We don't want to embarrass you in front of everyone else. Because if we step in that ring, here, hold this. Hold this. If we step in that ring, you will be embarrassed. And all the money you raise will go to us. 50% to me, and the rest will be divided amongst them.
All right.
That doesn't seem
Wait
fair.
A minute.
No, it doesn't.
Hey, I got something here. Number one, Team Brixton, Team Guardian.
Which you already see who's going to
We're
win.
on. But the other question I have, because I need just a little clarification for this group right here that actually does something to prevent child abuse, I need clarification for them. You said something about take the money. What do you mean by take the money?
So whoever has the most points by the end of the night, winner takes all. So, which is we already have all the wins in the bag. I mean, look at my elite team. Look at my team. And who do you have? Some dinosaur?
Wow.
He's going to regret that.
He is.
I mean,
Guardian
you can
talking
talk it
over
up,
his
or we can
constituents.
just get going right now.
Deal. Let's do it.
Challenge accepted by Team Guardian. So whichever team wins the most matches tonight is going to have control of the money. And I know if Team Guardian wins, all of the money is going to go to the Child Advocacy Center.
That's exactly what should happen, Bobby. Who's
But
setting the matches?
if Team Brixton wins, then Brixton and his team get the money. Brixton will take half, and the rest will divide the other half. I guess he who holds the gold makes the rules, apparently. We've got some great matches lined up, and now we know exactly what is on the line. It is the money for the Child Advocacy Center. We're going to have some great competition coming up.
What's the first match, Bobby?
The first match I'm about to announce, it's the first ever intergenerational mixed tag match.
What?
That's right, it's going to be JT Turner and Nova taking on Ryan Hart. Excuse me, JT Turner and Razor taking on Nova and Ryan Hart. That match is up next.
Let's go. Razor is fired. Man, she has done nothing but improve. So here we go. We see it. Guardian 0, Brixton 0. First match, intergener.
Who's ready for some action? The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is an intergenerational mixed tag match. Introducing first, representing Team Brixton. From Amarillo, Texas, he weighs in tonight at 215 pounds. The tactician, Ryan Hart.
And that is the tactician, Ryan Hart. One thing I will give him is he is very intelligent in that ring. He knows exactly how to position himself. He knows exactly where to be and exactly what moves to make at the exact right time to get the victory. You can say whatever you want about his tactics, but he knows exactly what he's doing.
His tag team partner from EPW Kids. She is the headliner, Nova!
And here we go with the headliner, Nova. I'll tell you what, this kid might have a bad attitude, but she has amazing talent. She's amazingly athletic, and man, she's got skills on skills on skills, and that's for real, and that's the deal. Ryan Hart just got a hold of her a little too early in her training.
Every single time I turn around, my name is in your mouth. Soon you'll say.
And their opponents, representing Team Guardian, the Reckoner JT Turner and Razor!
And Razor has done nothing but so fire. And JT Turner, man, he is really coming to his own. He has been done nothing but some fire and aggression. And man, he's going crazy. And the fans love JT Turner. He's a burner. Looks like JT Turner's going to start with Ryan Hart, and Razor and Nova's going to be sitting on the sidelines waiting for that tag.
And this first contest is officially underway. Now, this is an intergenerational mixed tag match. And you see there, a blind tag by Nova.
Oh, I guess Nova's going to start out.
Now, the rules of a mixed tag match is with a mixed tag, only the men can face the men, only the girls can face the girls. So since Nova tagged in, well, I guess they're throwing that out the window for a moment.
Nope.
Oh, nope.
That's called a fake out.
That was a fake out. Faked me out very well. The EPW faithful solidly behind Razor. Now, HBO, you are the lead commentator for EPW Kids. Can you tell us a little bit about Razor and Nova?
Man, Razor and Nova, they have really gone at it. They actually had a match where Razor punted Nova in the face and knocked her down. It was not pretty. It was actually pretty ruthless.
But what was pretty was that hip toss by Razor. And an arm drag.
Ooh! She learned that one from Booker T.
Jumping sidekick. I was going to say shades of Booker T. Only a 2 first pin attempt of this contest.
And Razor's been really working on her arm drag. She's been working on that Razor sidekick. She has just been killing it.
You see Irish whip from Razor, who gets blind tagged by Ryan Hart, the tactician. He says that he can beat a girl, but he doesn't realize that JT Turner just got tagged in. Hart saying that he can do it all by himself. You might regret that here in a moment. Ooh, forearms there from the Reckoner, JT Turner. Irish whip. Clothesline takes down the tactician. There's a second one for good measure. Boot to the midsection. And a vertical suplex. And JT Turner, we've seen a new fire ever since he left the Prophecy. And he tags in Razor.
Is this going to be a double team move?
Looks like it. Interesting maneuver here. Suplexes Razor right onto Ryan Hart. Only a 2. And tags Turner back in.
That's a smart tag.
Quick tags, good strategy.
By her tagging JT Turner back in,
Look at that. Nova tripped up JT Turner. The tactician able to capitalize. Now he's got a Greco-Roman throat hold on.
Okay, Ryan Hart says he's got it under control now. I guess all he needed was a little bit of Nova's help, which he didn't need.
Well, HBO, you've tagged with Ryan Hart for several months until recently, so you know his strategy. You know that he's very confident in his abilities, to say the least.
Oh, confident, yes. And he's very smart and he's very intelligent. He always puts himself in the right position at the right time.
Look at Nova, though. Her quick moves, great strategy.
That
He's getting the best of JT Turner. And I got to say, I've been thoroughly impressed with the things I have seen from Nova. She has got a great look. She's got great abilities. Definitely not lacking in the confidence area. I see big things coming for this EPW Kids superstar, who will one day be an EPW Women's superstar.
Oh, 110%. And not only that, she just won a 1v2 handicap match against her sister and Violent Versace.
Now, notice we were seeing quick tags between JT Turner and Razor. We're seeing several tags by Ryan Hart and Nova, but none of them are the option of the legal person. They're all blind tags.
It's somehow working really well, though.
2 wrongs make a right, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of rights, there's a couple right hands from JT Turner. And a clothesline. Body slam to the tactician.
Oh, look at him work that camera. That's what I'm talking about.
I think he's pointing that top rope. I think we're about to see the big man go up, but Nova wisely knocks Turner down to the outside, to the outside, to the outside. What? Did you see that? Ryan Hart just shoved Razor.
Razor's not the one that hit him upside his head. It was Nova.
I think she needs to do it again.
Obviously.
Drives JT Turner into the apron, the small of his back there.
Bobby, that hurts.
That is the hardest part of the ring. Oh, besides the corner post. And the EPW faithful not happy with Ryan Hart.
Did you notice that Ryan Hart is wearing blue? He typically doesn't.
He is. Well, this event is called Go Blue. Ooh. Nice kick there by the Reckoner, JT Turner. Uh-oh.
Is he flying?
Flying Dutchman, Mr. Turner.
And I guess he didn't feel any of that. Typically, you know, the flyer gets a little bit of damage as well, but obviously not that time.
I think the adrenaline is pumping for him. He realizes what's on the line here because it's not just about a win or a loss. There is money on the line that deserves to go to the Child Advocacy Center, and getting this first win is very important.
Heart attack!
Heart attack by the tactician. I don't know how JT Turner's still standing. Maybe I spoke too soon.
Just a little bit. Here we go, here we go.
Referee Haas starting the 10 count. Both men down, desperately needing a tag. Turner's a little bit closer. Yes, he gets a tag to Razor. He says he's got her. He just took a clothesline for Razor and a back elbow.
Holy hole in the donut, Batman.
Clothesline by Razor.
Oh, this is the Razor.
Did you see Nova? Nova just came around the outside and took JT Turner down. The Razor has no one to tag. Man, she is a superstar.
She really is.
I'm not even mad. I'm impressed. He's got Razor by the hair. Ryan Hart has Razor by the hair, but JT Turner comes in to save the day. Picks him up, fireman's carry. Turner overdrive. Boom. Super kick.
Three. Razor with the super kick.
Wins.
Razor and JT Turner. They are the
Winners
burners.
of this
They are the
contest.
winners.
JT Turner and Razor.
Yeah. JT Turner and Razor. Killing it tonight. They are all about the limelight, winning the fight. Guardian 1, Brixton 0.
What an incredible way to start this show. Team Guardian has the upper hand to start. Honestly, I'm hoping for a clean sweep. This is such an important cause. Look at Ryan Hart. He can't believe it. Nova looks disgusted. Oh, wait a minute. No, he's got Nova by the hair. Here comes JT Turner once again. He's got the tactician by the hair. Goozled. Choke bomb. Wait, what's Nova doing? Nova's climbing up top.
Oh, the Nova splash!
Nova splash on the tactician. And she just shoves JT Turner away. Nova's a one-woman show.
Hey, guess what? We're live on YouTube. That means no commercial breaks, and we stay right here.
We are right here for all the action. We've got 3 more great matches for you. And it's back to the drawing board for the tactician, Ryan Hart.
And here we go. We got the amazing EPW Kids ref Carter coming in to ref the next match. Man, she has loved reffing, and I got to tell you very much.
Roster adults.
Carter, what's wrong?
I don't think I can do this. They're main roster adults. I'm not ready. I can't do this.
You got this.
This was
Trust
happening
me.
just
You got
moments
this,
before
okay?
she came out.
You've reffed a long time for the kids, right? EPW Kids, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's no different. Whenever you're in that ring, you see this logo right here?
Yes.
You've got the same logo on your sleeve, okay? That gives you the same rights that I have anytime anybody breaks the rules or boundaries in that ring out there, okay? So go out there, show these people, show those adults that you got this, all right?
I can do this.
Yes, you can. You got this.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Let's see who Ref Carter's going to be reffing tonight.
Behind the gun, I'll make my final stand. Yeah, and that's why they call me Bad Company.
Representing Team Brixton and Bad Company from West Texas. He weighs in tonight at 242 pounds. Graham Weston.
And here he comes, it's Mr. Graham Weston, 1/3 of Bad Company. I'll tell you right now, Rev Carter does have her hands full here tonight just because of this man alone. This men will do crazy tactics just to get ahead of the game. He has no shame. He'll go ahead and take the blame. Uh-oh.
And his opponent, representing Team Guardian from Purgatory, Colorado. He weighs in tonight at 278 pounds. Adam Asher, the Apocalypse.
Yeah, we got APOC, and now Ref Carter really has her hands full. APOC has really turned into Rage Pop. He has been on fire, and all because of what Aaron Eagle told him. Go back to the old you. He goes, you want the old me? And he's been on a rampage ever since. So here we go. APOC versus Graham Wesson. And here we go. APOC with Graham Wesson with the lockup. And APOC takes him all the way to the corner. Rep Carter? It seems like Rep Carter's having a little bit of a starstruckness right now.
Well, I think this is a very big moment for Carter. This is our first time refereeing a match with guys from the main roster, and both of these men can be very intimidating. They're intimidating to grown men, let alone a teenage girl.
Oh my God, I completely agree. And she actually counted that time. Looks like that starstruckness went away.
There's quite a history between APOC and Graham Wesson. They have had countless battles.
That's a real slap.
That is a real slap. I remember the first time I saw him slap Graham Wesson. It's been an interesting...
I don't think APOC was phased. Oh my gosh.
He just rocked Graham Wesson with that forearm.
His forearm has literally knocked me out.
Yep. APOC as tough as they come. 26-year pro, the first ever Christian wrestler. Former EPW champion, numerous time tag team champion.
Graham Wesson doesn't want to do this. I promise you.
That did not reflect Graham Wesson's best effort.
It hurt his hand.
It did. Come on, Graham, do it again. It'll be fun.
I took a super APOC chop in the Rumble. I was out of breath for like 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, kudos to you. You went the distance in the Rumble. Started number 1 and made it all the way to the end. Came up short, but you made it all the way through. But right now, Graham Wesson's about to regret some life choices. Oh, my goodness! That echoed through the Lordatorium.
They heard that in they heard that in Japan.
They probably did. We are streaming worldwide on Facebook Live, and we're on YouTube.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Graham Wesson says, I need to take a time out. I'm chilling for a second.
Oh, hot shot.
He pulls him out.
Takes APOC out.
Did you see the dust come out of that?
I did. Whoa. That rocked APOC. Who's saying, hold on.
It takes a lot to rock APOC. And Carter's just going to go ahead and let them battle.
I think she wants to see them fight, too.
You know what? It's always up for the ref to decide. If they want to let them fight, it's okay. It's not the first time a ref has decided just, hey, man, just let them fight it.
It is. It is at the referee's discretion.
I think it's a great decision.
She's saying let them fight. She decided that enough's enough. She's going to start the count. But I think APOC's just getting started. Throwing Graham Wesson into the ring.
Yeah, Rev Carter's looking a little nervous. I've never seen her look like this ever. She is
Oh!
Yeah, she could interrupt me for that.
Oh. That'll stop anybody's momentum. I'm putting on a... Thought he was going for a submission, but no, he's driving the elbow into that neck and upper pectoral area. Clothesline takes down the Apocalypse. Going for the first ever count.
Kick out.
First pin attempt of the match. Big right hand from Graham Wesson.
Here we go.
Oh, look at Carter getting in there to break it up.
Good job by Rev Carter.
Yeah.
Rev Carter could have DQ'd Graham Wesson too, because
She can. She has that authority. We saw in that video, she was nervous about...
She did not just put her hands on Rev Carter.
He did. He moved her out of the way. And you are not allowed to touch a referee here in EPW. Well, really anywhere, but... There's choking.
There you go. Rather than counting to 5, Rev Carter push their pocket off.
Look at the boldness. You tell him, Carter. She's saying if either one of them puts their hands on him again, there you see a Greco-Roman eye poke by Graham Wesson. Carter laying down the law. Saying if either one of them touches her again, she's going to disqualify them both. APOC in no man's land. He had that scouted, though. He's seen Graham Wesson coming with that drop kick in the corner so many times.
There we go. Carter with the 10 count. Right back.
I noticed Graham landed right on APOC's leg.
But he missed most of it.
He missed most of it, but you got 242 pounds all dropping on your leg. APOC has had numerous knee injuries throughout the year. See him limping now. Right hand, is he going to go? Is he going to go for that patented power slam?
I think he is.
No, he hits clothesline. Back elbow. Graham Wesson had that scouted. Goes for a cutter. APOC had that scouted.
That did not affect him.
Oh, that might have just woken up the dragon there.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Crowd chanting that was weak. Wait, going for that face buster. Is that going to be enough to put down Adam Asher the Apocalypse? Team Brixton is down 0-1.
Graham Wesson's planning something.
He's always planning.
Wait. Is he going for the top rope?
He might be.
I have never seen him go for the top rope. Have you?
It's rare that he goes into that high rent district. But, oh!
I can't talk right now.
No. This is I think that's a receipt for earlier.
It is. Uh-oh. One person in the crowd just said chop, and now here comes the chance.
Oh! Oh, that hurts so bad.
No way.
There are chops, and then there's APOC chops. Superplex! APOC with a superplex onto Graham Wesson. Carter
my.
starting the 10 count.
The entire Lordatorium shook from that superplex.
And now the entire Lordatorium is chanting APOC. Oh, so close. That was 2 3/4.
That superplex took just enough out of APOC, too, that he couldn't get that pin right away. Otherwise, it would have been over.
Big right hand from Graham Wesson.
This is a battle. This is a battle, Bobby.
Kick to the midsection. Oh, there's another slap by APOC. There was a big chop by Wesson. Forearm by APOC. Forearm by Wesson. You know, we talk about how tough APOC is, but Graham Wesson, he is very resilient as well. Referee telling him to break it up. Carter telling him you got to have an open hand. Fists are technically illegal in professional wrestling.
This is true. Good job, Carter. She's worked real hard at APW Kids.
She is.
Ring the bell. What's the rule? What's the ruling? What's the ruling?
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Carter has said that both competitors are disqualified. Therefore, this match is a draw. Neither team will receive a point for this contest.
That's what happens when you poke the lion. They literally said, oh, okay, Carter, we'll just double poke you. Which really didn't hurt, doesn't do nothing. But they were disrespecting her authority. And therefore, Carter did a double DQ. So they both lose. Go back to the locker room.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, representing the Rockwall County Child Advocacy Center, please welcome Miss Farah.
Whoa, that was intense. Give it a round of applause for everybody that has been performing. It is my honor to be here tonight representing the Children's Advocacy Center for Rockwall County. I want to thank EPW for this opportunity and making sure that our community knows that we care about child abuse prevention, and we're going to do everything we can to make a difference. So thank you so much. Like Kyle said, this is not just any EPW night. This is a Go Blue for Kids night, and every dollar is going to make a difference for the children and families that we serve. Again, give it a round of applause for everybody. In case you do not know what we do at the Children's Advocacy Center, we serve children that have experienced abuse, a lot of different forms of abuse, but most importantly, we are providing a safe place for those children to come and talk to just one person called a forensic interviewer, where we're able to get them all of the services that they need, including an advocate who helps navigate the process with them, and counseling for life. And this counseling is specialized for children who have experienced trauma. And then above and beyond that, we are out here in the community making sure that everyone understands how to recognize, report, and prevent child abuse. And and if you didn't know it, each one of you have a part in that. And by being here tonight, you are helping prevent child abuse. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Yeah, there you go. Is that the first time you've ever been in a wrestling ring? All right, so here's the thing. We got some more wrestling for you. And, let's see. It says Team Guardian 1, Brixton 0. All right, let's go.
And that music can only mean one thing. HBO, I'm going to ask you to restrain yourself as we see Retro Dewey Declan making his way to the ring here in the Lordatorium.
Yeah.
A man you know all too well, formerly one of your best friends, who betrayed you at Steel Salvation.
Indeed, at Steel Salvation.
And then it was just a couple weeks ago, we finally saw the footage on that videotape, on that VHS tape, and found out that he was in cahoots, if you will, with your tag partner at the time, former tag partner, former best friend, Ryan Hart.
I know, Bobby, I know.
If you don't know,
I'll never trust anybody again.
My name is Retro Dewey Declan. I am the local favorite around here. I don't know if you know that.
That's not what my shirt
Bunch of
says.
country bumpkins in here right now. Listen, this whole night is just ridiculous because we already know the outcome that Team Brixton is gonna win. You can boo all you want, but we already know what's gonna happen. So instead of going through all this hullabaloo, all this fighting, why don't we just end it now? Nobody else needs to get hurt. Just put all that cash in a big duffel bag. We'll take it out of here. It's going to be great. Oh, better yet, one of those really big checks. Can you do that? Can you sign that for us? Who's in charge here? Oh, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I did come here ready to fight. You know, they do call me Retro Dewey Declan, and one of the great things about Retro Dewey Declan is all these smelly little kids aren't from then. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Stinky.
Whoa. Wow.
What? What's wrong with that guy? That, obviously from the mouth of a kid, right? But here I am, ready. I don't think you got what it takes, kids. Team Guardian. But I'm here, so why don't you just send out your best kid to here to face me right in this ring.
Oh my.
And David the Goliath.
Look at him going
answering
through.
the call.
Let's go, DG. DTG. David the Goliath. Yes. Is this his main roster debut?
And to challenge Retro Dewey Declan, representing Team Guardian, David the Goliath.
Now I know David the Goliath was in the Rumble, but this is like his debut in singles competition, is it not?
This is his first ever singles match, one-on-one, as part of the main roster.
Here we go.
He was in the Rumble, but this is his first one-on-one match as part of the main roster. And he has quite the challenge ahead of him, facing Retro Dewey Declan.
Whoa. Dewey had the momentum, and David the Goliath said, you take my shoulder, buddy.
David with youth on his side. Retro Dewey Declan with the experience. Be interesting to see who wins this contest. And HBO, if David the Goliath proves victorious, that would give Team Guardian a 2-0 advantage.
Absolutely.
So it is very important for Retro Dewey Declan to win this. And he goes to the outside to regroup.
Oh.
I think he underestimated David the Goliath. Maybe he needs to estimate him.
I see that. Look at his shoulder. Look at it. He's holding it. He's hurting really, really bad.
Look at David the Goliath taunting Retro Dewey Declan. I'm going to open up the ropes for him.
David the Goliath, he really was a Goliath in kids. And if he keeps that same attitude and same energy, he's going to be hard to reckon with here in the EPW main roster.
Collar and elbow tie-up with men jockeying for position.
Okay. Clean break.
Collar and elbow tie once again. I think David has a bit of a size advantage. Irish whip with authority.
Let me make a correction there, Bobby. That's called the Goliath whip.
The Goliath whip? Good to know. Put that in my lexicon of wrestling moves. Tie up once again now. Retro Dewey Declan pushing David the Goliath back to the corner. Referee Haas starting the count. Dewey with the whip, reversed. Ooh, clothesline by David the Goliath.
Holy battery ram Batman. What clothesline?
Uh-oh.
Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What is that called, Bobby?
That is called a beating. That is called the future making short work of the past.
I'll tell you
Retro, welcome to the future of pro wrestling. It is David the Goliath. But wait a minute. Oh, no. He just hit a belly to back to the future on the apron.
That will even things up real quick because that is the hardest part of the ring, Bobby.
There is no give on the edge of that apron. Now he's stomping on that lower back. It's a wise move because if you injure the back, it would be very difficult for David to pick him up for any maneuvers.
This is true. And despite Dewey betraying me, Dewey is very smart in the ring as well.
He's an intelligent wrestler for certain. And there's a kick to the midsection. Now it appears he's going for a vertical suplex. Yes. And I have to say, if there's one chink in the armor of Retro Dewey Declan, it's all the time he takes to pose. Very nonchalant cover there. He needed to be more chalant if he wanted to pick up the win.
Yep. He's got to stop with the jaunts and be more chalant.
Nice work there. HBO working on his rap album, if you don't know.
Well, if you don't know, now you know. You know.
Double axe handle there by the Retro Dewey Declan. Once again, the money raised this evening is supposed to all go to the Child Advocacy Center. However, Brixton Shaw and his group of misfits are laying claim to the money. So there's been a challenge issued. Whichever team gets the most points gets control of the money. But wait a minute. T-bone suplex by Retro Dewey Declan. Throwing David the Goliath halfway across the ring.
I tell you what, I don't want to admit it, but that T-bone made one David the Goliath phone home.
You know, HBO, there's muscles that are for show and there's those that are for go. Dewey's got the ones that are for go. He may not look like, you know, Mr. Olympian, but he is incredibly, deceivingly strong.
Yes, he does have the biggest shoulders in EPW, and man, that chop. I heard that through the shirt.
EPW faithful none too happy with Retro Dewey Declan. Oh!
Oh. Wait.
There's a third one. But look at David the Goliath. He might have just woken up the giant. Oh, David with a chop of his own. There's a second one.
Give it to him, David.
There's a third one from the newest member of the EPW main roster.
Uh-oh, what is this?
David goes across the ring. He's charging in.
Oh! That took out my breath.
That'll knock the wind out of you, both sides. Went to the well one time too many, though. Missed that one. And is paying the price for it now. Shots to the kidneys.
And
a headbutt.
That hurt him more than it hurt David.
Forearm to the back.
You know, Dewey does have a good game plan. Almost every movie he's done has gone to the back some way.
Pick apart and target it. Great strategy by the Retro one.
Forearm to the back of the neck.
Irish whip reversed by David the Goliath, who hits a clothesline on Dewey Declan, followed by a back elbow.
Let's go.
He picks Dewey up. Body slam.
Yes. And this crowd is feeding David energy.
Now he's
turning him.
dragging Dewey by the leg. What is he setting up for?
Oh, this is the Goliath elbow. This is nice. You need to watch this. Watch how high he gets on this jump.
Wow! Driving the point of that elbow into the shoulder of Dewey Declan.
That may
now
be
he just
it.
hooks the leg. Only a 2, says referee Haas.
I can't believe it. That has ended many EPW kids matches right there, that Goliath elbow.
You hear the faithful behind David. He's going to go for that Uranagi. Caught up Schoolboy. He has the tights.
No! Retro Dewey had the tights.
The winner of this contest, Retro Dewey Declan.
Team Guardian won. Team Brixton won. It is all tied up, son.
Teams are tied 1-1. It's all going to come down to our main event.
Retro Dewey Declan had to pull the tights on David the Goliath just to get a win. That is a sin.
Did you really expect any different, though, from Retro Dewey Declan?
At one point, I used to. Not anymore.
Not anymore. That being said, it's tied 1-1. We're about to go to our main event.
I really got to say, I am so proud of David the Goliath. Man, he has come such a long way from an EPW kid at 12 years old, becoming the man he's supposed to be in the ring.
Is now tied 1-1 between Team Guardian and Team Brixton. It all comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for your main event.
Here we go. This is one of my movers.
The following contest is an intergenerational tag team match. Introducing first, from Tackleberry, Tennessee, he weighs in tonight at a slim, trim, lean, mean, buff, cut, and jacked 275 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Guardian.
And I really got to tell you, the Guardian is the man with the plan. He's all about children's advocacy in the end. What's about to happen?
Representing Team Brixton from EPW Kids, this is Joe Dream.
Well, Bobby, if you were here, I'd tell you it's not Joe Dream. If you were here, Bobby, I wouldn't tell you it's Joe Dream. It's Joe the Dream. And he's coming in with his shades, and he's looking so clean, and he's looking so mean. And quite frankly, some of his actions might be obscene. But let me tell you something right now. He's here to represent the Brixton team. Here we go. No need to fight it. It's time to start a riot.
Joe Dream's tag team partner from Hull, England, weighing in at 18 stone. He is your reigning, defending EPW heavyweight champion, Brixton Shaw.
At the end of the day, Brixton Shaw is an iron horse. He is an iron man. He just has not been able to be beat for that belt. He got pinned by Ozzy and pinned by Aiden in non-title matches. But when it comes to the title, there is no rival. There is no denial. Brixton is viral. He's going to keep that championship title. Here we go.
And the final member of Team Guardian, he is your reigning and defending EPW Kids Gentlemen's Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Alpha!
Here we go. It's Alpha, the EPW Kids Gentleman Champion. And he just won it in a last chance trash match. And he took that belt and he bashed Joe the Dream's head with it. He fell in the trash can. He closed the lid. That was it. He had the win. And now he is the champion again for the second time. Woo! He's coming in clean with the rhyme. And I think it's Guardian and Alpha time.
We've got a champion on each side. And there is so much on the line here. Besides pride, there is the money that was raised for this fundraiser. This is winner take all.
Who's going to fall?
Referee is going to have quite the time on his hands, keeping these men in check. You see him holding both championships.
And I'll tell you right now, it's still personal between Alpha and Joe the Dream, because let me tell you something, he just won that match a couple weeks ago.
And what a match it was.
Oh my gosh, it was wild.
Let's go.
And we are officially underway.
Bobby, I just want to say that you ring that bell really well.
Thank you.
Of course.
Did you see that? The Guardian jumped at Joe Dream.
He want the Guardian to shout Joe the Dream. So here we go. We have an intergenerational match, but not intermixed match. Can these two technically fight each other, adults or kids, or do they have to tag?
They can. So I believe that we're going to see any combination, but right now you have the champion Alpha versus the former champion Joe Dream. And you see Alpha with the headlock there. Joe Dream shoots Alpha into the ropes. Shoulder tackle by Alpha.
That's Alpha power on a better man. And Joe the Dream was rocked. He probably hit his head.
I tell you, I was in the ring for the contract signing between these two for that trash can match. And you could just feel the energy. Clothesline into a bulldog by Alpha to Joe Dream. Alpha goes for the pin lateral press. Only a 2.
I really want to say, you see the Guardian being a great, great cheerleader. He had a really good dance move after that bulldog, too.
Now you see Brixton Shaw tagged in.
Oh, Alpha's going to stay in.
Alpha's not scared. But look at Guardian. Guardian coming in behind Alpha. Guardian shoves Alpha out of the way. Gives Brixton Shaw a clothesline. What do they got here? They're going to double team?
And referee Haas is just letting it go.
Well, Haas knows what's on the line.
This is true.
Double suplex on the champion.
What authority. And you know what? That's a great job by Ref Haas. Here we go with the pin.
And look at this. Barely a 1 count.
But that goes back to the earlier match with Ref Carter where they were letting them battle it out in the ring. Ref Haas is letting them battle it out in the ring with a double team.
There you see a tag to the Guardian.
What a forearm. That's a flipper.
Guardian is the strongest man in Texas wrestling this side of a drug test.
Maybe the other side of a drug test, too.
No, he's clean. He almost threatened to chop Joe Dream there. And you know what? I say what you will about his antics. I'm impressed with Joe Dream and what I've seen with him. This kid is a future star. I have no doubt he will be on the main roster one day and could very well be a threat to Brixton Shaw in that EPW championship someday.
Oh, 110%. He has done nothing but improve, improve, improve.
Now you see a tag to Alpha. Alpha comes charging in with the clothesline, following his mentor, the Guardian.
Oh.
Couple shots. Nope. Oh, shoulder to Alpha. Got him caught in that corner.
Shoulders to the gut.
I don't think Alpha was prepared for that. Mike Tyson used to say everybody has a game plan until they get punched in the mouth. And I think you're seeing that right here. Alpha came in with a game plan until he got turned around and attacked by Brixton.
Listen, Alpha has tenacity and he has ferociousness.
And look at that. He's just grabbing Alpha by the hair, which we saw backfire horribly for your former tag partner, Ryan Hart, in our opening contest.
And here he comes.
Look at the intensity of those punches. But Brixton with the size advantage and the experience advantage.
A sit-down body slam?
Goes to the pin, hooks the leg. Alpha kicked out. Guardian did not break up that pin. Alpha kicked out of that. What tenacity by the gentleman's champion.
Absolutely. Was that the correct move, sit-down body slam?
I would have called it a Michinoku driver, but it's essentially the same thing.
Cool, cool.
Made famous by Taka Michinoku. Now you see the tag into Joe Dream. Double team there by Team Brixton. And now he is choking. He is choking Alpha.
Oh, did you hear what the Guardian said?
Strong words there. He puts the boots to him. He's choking him yet again.
He knows the rules.
He does. He knows the rules, and he knows how to bend them. Hear the crowd chanting for Alpha. your current gentleman's champion, who's now being choked by the EPW heavyweight champion.
But look at the way Joe the Dream positioned himself to make sure the ref couldn't see that.
Joe Dream, great ring awareness there, knew to distract the referee. You see an Irish whip there by Joe Dream. Clothesline takes down Alpha. And what I like about Joe is he's so calculating. He's not in a rush. He's wrestling on his time.
And by him always slowing down, when he does it, he's conserving energy, he's catching his breath, and they're just trying to get their witch back out of him.
Big right hand by Joe Dream. And that's the thing, the difference in styles. Joe Dream, methodical, calculating. There's a blind tag by the Guardian. Now the Guardian's in with Joe Dream.
Uh-oh.
You got guts, Joe. I don't think you want to trade bunches with the Guardian. The forearm by the Guardian.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. Double chop there by Alpha.
I heard that.
That's not how you do it. Watch this. Hold him for me.
Oh, no! Oh,
Guardian went for the double chop. Joe Dream blocked or ducked under.
And then Joe the Dream did hit him like a man.
Oh. Oh, he's just laying him in now. Blind tag by Brixton. He just chopped Alpha in the next week.
Oh! Jumping European uppercut.
Brixton realizing that there's money on the line. Ooh! And a suplex to Ultra Ego Brixton Shaw.
Here we go, here we go.
Guardian a little worse for wear, needs to make a tag. But Alpha's in no position to get the tag. Brixton wisely tackles Guardian. Now he's pulling the hair, holding the arms. He's getting a crossface in. Look at this. Crippler crossface by Brixton Shaw.
Ooh. I don't know how long he could last.
Crippler crossface in this main event for Child Advocacy.
He's got to get to the rope or get to the tag. Oh, he got to the rope. That energy, man, that energy by the crowd is what got him to the ropes.
Great ring awareness there by the Guardian. Tag to Alpha.
And he's looking refreshed.
Oh! Clothesline takes Brixton down.
Pin.
Goes for a pin. Only a 2. And we want to thank Modern Woodmen of America for sponsoring this event.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you for your donations that are going to the Child Advocacy Center. Well, we hope, as long as Guardian and Alpha win, it's going there. Otherwise, it's going to be split by Brixton and his group of misfits.
I don't know if split's the right word. It's Brixton gets most of it, and then they get a little bit.
He's a fair man. He's only taking half. And the other 5 or 6 can split up the other half.
Sure. Fair enough.
There's an assisted big boot.
Joe the Dream's boots hurt. A lot.
Tag to Joe Dream.
This crowd's trying to get behind Alpha, but he's just stuck in the enemy corner. And Joe the Dream's going to go ahead and pull him out.
Joe Dream wants revenge after losing the Gentleman's Championship a few weeks ago in that last chance trash can match. There you see Alpha fired up. Oh,
what a clothesline.
Clothesline with authority by the gentleman's champion.
Oh.
It was an eye rake by Joe Dream. Slamming the head in the top turnbuckle.
And that was smart by Joe the Dream. He got him out of the Guardian's corner, so there was no tag to be made.
Ooh! Running hip to the face.
Here we go. That typically sets up the Dream Bomb.
He's going for the Dream Bomb. Nobody home.
Here we go. They're both down.
Both men are down. Both men need to make a tag.
Who can get there first?
Joe Dream is closer. See Brixton. The tag is made. Brixton's not legal, and so is the Guardian. The Guardian's in. Brixton Shaw is in. Clothesline by the Guardian takes Brixton down. There's a back elbow. The champ goes down once again. Look at this. Body slam by the Guardian.
Uh-oh.
What does Guardian have in mind here? Guardian comes charging in. Oh, no. He pulled the ref in. Oh!
Is that the Gecko Roman low blow?
Oh, my goodness. That's a Shawshank. Shawshank to the Guardian. But Alpha's in. Alpha's in, and Brixton doesn't realize it. Goozle!
No way. No way.
Choke slam! He just choke slammed the EPW champion. But wait a minute. There's Joe Dream. Joe Dream's got him. Turns him around. Kick. DDT. Joe Dream with a DDT.
I can't believe Alpha got Brixton up for the Alpha Slam. That is insane to the membrane.
Did you see how high he had him?
Holy moly.
But the Guardian is up, and Joe Dream is just realizing it now.
No way.
Picks up Joe Dream. He picks him up. World's strongest slam, but the referee is down. Referee is down. Brixton breaks up the pin.
Not that it mattered, because there was nobody counting.
He's trying to pick Guardian up for a ton of bricks.
Guardian ain't getting up.
But he's got Brixton up. He's got Brixton. World's strongest slam on the EPW champion.
Come on.
He's got him pinned, but there's no ref. The ref is, wait, there's Carter.
It's Carter.
There's Carter.
Let's go.
Count it.
2, 3. Let's go, Ref Carter.
Team Guardian wins.
2, 2, 1.
The winners of this contest, Guardian and Alpha.
Let's go. All the money is going to the Children's Advocacy Center here in Rockwall County. Yeah, they took on Brixton, they took that bounty, and now it's going to the county.
What a main event! The plans of Brixton Shaw are foiled. This means the Child Advocacy Center of Rockwall County will get 100% of the donations, 100% of the ticket sales. Every bit that came in tonight is going to Child Advocacy Center of Rockwall County. What a night of action for the Hillbilly Outlaw. I'm Bobby Grimm, and I know things. Thank you for joining us as Epw Goes Blue.
Hey. Now, what that says up there, that's a pretty picture. Can you go back to that slide? Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty. So, we don't have time, but I want to make one correction, one typo. Brixton Shaw, number one, or not number one, but one. The children of our county and the ones we owe everything to are the winners tonight. That is what we're here for. But as most of you know, because you've been here before, but some of you may not have, we're actually a Christian ministry as well. So anytime we do a show, we take the time to at least talk about and share the gospel with our fans, because some people that walk in here have never heard it before. So tonight, there's really a verse. This week, I was sitting there and me and my son were having a discussion. We're talking about the Bible and Revelation and end times and all this other stuff. And so we do this quite a bit, just me and him. And I started looking for something that would help and stumbled upon this verse and instantly knew, quite frankly, that God placed this verse in front of me on purpose for tonight. And so I'm going to read this. It's from Matthew 18. And it's when his disciples asked Jesus, basically, what does it take to get into heaven? Right? Read this. It's Matthew 18, starting at verse 1. At the time, the disciples came to Jesus and asked, "So who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?" He called a small child and had him stand among them. This is Jesus. He says, "Truly I tell you, unless you turn and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Therefore, whoever humbles himself like a child, this one is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoever welcomes one child like this in my name welcomes me." Then it goes on to say, "But whoever causes one of these little ones who believed in me to fall away, it would be better for him if 1,000,000 millstones were hung around his neck and he were drowned in the depths of the sea." This is Jesus talking. This is how Jesus values children. You want to get into heaven, be like a child. And it's very clear, Jesus says too, you want to mess with the kids, you're going to have to go through me. And so that's what we are here for today. This was put in front of me Tuesday night. Before I even knew I was going to do this part, and I said, hey, I got something. So here's the thing. Jesus gives us clear examples that if you want to walk like him, with him, and for him, then you better be about as ignorant and as loving as a child. Because if you let the world control the way you are, then you may accidentally, I don't believe there's such thing as that, you may purposefully hurt a kid, and this is what you get to deal with. Whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to fall away, it would be better for him if a heavy millstone was hung around his neck and he were drowned in the depths of the sea. That's how Jesus views the children. I encourage everybody here and anybody that's still watching, our children are our most valuable asset. They are the most valuable thing that this country and this world has. I have one child. He is my entire world. Tonight, he's at prom. All right? And let me say this real quick, and I know we're live. And I'm just going to be very discreet. But while we're back there doing this show, my son, who we've had talks, I'm very open. Hey, that's open. I'm very open with him, just like this bottle was. But I explained to him, because I was in high school once, what prom night could be like and what reality is if you make the wrong decisions. And so as we're sitting back there in the middle of the show, he texted me, and he says, because this was the agreement, he says, hey, can you take me to after prom? Because they're in a limo and all this other stuff right now, and after prom they come back, and then they go to a school-sanctioned after prom. And I said yes, and I knew why he's asking, because we had this conversation, and I said, so, they drinking and smoking weed on the bus? Yep. I said, just, you don't have to act weird or anything like that. Just stay away from it. If they get busted, as long as you have not done anything, you'll be okay. And yes, I will take you tonight, because otherwise he was going to ride with one of those friends. He doesn't want to do that, so he has asked me. So tonight I'm going to take him at 11 to Shenanigans and then get up at 4 a.m. and go pick him up. But I'm telling you something, folks. You've got to be involved in your children's lives to be able to have this kind of a trust of a child. You have to. And I'm not saying that you need to always stand over their shoulder. What are you doing? How are you doing? And blah, blah, blah. What I'm saying is be real and open with your children at an age-appropriate level. And when they become 19, 17, 18, and they're going to prom, they will call you before they get put in jail or kill somebody or get killed themselves, versus the other way. And I'm also going to say one more thing as we wrap this up, because I know there's not a ton here, but there's going to be people that watch this. Be involved in your children's lives to the point that if there's something going on through the internet and some man is trying to get your daughter to meet them, then you at least have an idea. Because I'm sorry, I love every single one of these kids. I love my own. But you do not get your privacy. You do not get to do what you want. And you can't just feel like what you want to do. But at the same time, be your kid's friend, but be their parent. And when you're their friend and your parent, then there's no possible way that you can harm a child. And that's what we're here for tonight. So with that being said, I'm going to just close it real quick out in prayer. And typically, the guys will come out. Typically, what we do is what we call an invitation altar call. Tonight, we're going to pray it. We're going to wrap it up with a nice bow. The guys will be out here. You can take pictures, autographs, things like that. But also, if you have some questions, if you have thoughts, if you've never heard about Jesus, want to learn more, if you have learned about Jesus, but you're questioning, whatever, just come see one of us. That's what we're here for. Come see one of us. Hang out with us a little bit. And then, as soon as I get done here, we pray and we're wrapping the bow. Before y'all leave, I'm going to get a tally real quick of the money we raised so that we can write the check. But I want y'all to know what we're giving them as well as them. And nice tie. I love it. So if y'all would, just bow your heads, pray with me real quick. Dear Father, we want to thank you. Thank you for another day. Air in our lungs, feet on the ground. Alive and well, and graciously we are raising money for a good cause, but we also understand how painful it is for a child to go through anything that they do not deserve. Father, tonight we just lift those children up to you. We lift all of them up to you all around the world who may be abused, whether it be physical or it be sexual abuse or whatever. Children don't deserve that, and we lift them up to you, but also we lift up their parents. We lift up their parents, that the ones that are doing the harm or whoever is doing the harm to them, we lift them up to you more, Lord, and we just ask that you work through their bodies and their hearts and their minds so they can see the wrong that they're doing. We thank you. We love you. You give us a unique platform to tell others about you. It's in your precious name. Amen. Thank you, guys. Before we officially wrap up, we'll be back here just for the ones that have never been here. We're back here next week. We have a weekly TV show on Abundant TV, which is the sign right here. So we have a Saturday night at 5. Every single Saturday night at 5 is our TV show. Every other week, we are actually here doing shows to film for our TV show. So if you don't know about us, follow us. Come to the next show. It's usually a lot more packed than this. This is even smaller than our smallest crowd typically, but it's a blast. It's the same thing, but we actually have stories that we tell and everything that will be a little different. Thank y'all. You have no idea what every single one of you means to us, but more so the kids that we're protecting today. Thank y'all.